Marco Bezzecchi is not satisfied with the result at the end of testing in Sepang International Circuit. The Pertamina Enduro VR46 rider leaves Malaysia with a gap of more than half a second to the leaders Francesco Bagnaia, Jorge Martin and Enea Bastianini. After completing 163 laps within 3 days, he also never went higher than P9. The Bez was trying hard to better understand the Motogp GP23 that was completely different from his previous bike, so that he was not so much to try to push the time attack. Marco Bezzecchi's words after the tests in Malaysia: "It was a bit of a difficult test, I'm not fully satisfied, especially on the third day where I particularly struggled. We had a small problem with the bike and we opted not to attempt the time attack. I prefer to work on the riding style. The bike is very fast, but I'm not comfortable yet. I have to adapt and this still takes some time. I haven't yet managed to find a way to adapt my riding to the bike both in terms of power delivery and braking and insertion, so a bit everywhere. There were some glimmers of light even if not many, but we will try to start from those and improve." Bezzecchi and his team need to find out the best solution in a week before facing the 2 more days of testing at Lusail International Circuit in Qatar, which is scheduled for the 19th to the 20th of February. A huge step that's shown by Yamaha in 3 days of testing in Sepang has not been enough to match the Ducati squad. The 2021 Motogp World Champion Fabio Quartararo in fact ending up more than 0.8 of a second behind the unofficial lap record set by Francesco Bagnaia. El Diablo is preparing to leave Malaysia with more questions than answers. Today's situation is more or less like yesterday's. I was happy when I lapped in 57.5, but this is the limit and we found it quite easily, because I did 4 laps between 57.5 and 57.6, without one lap clearly better than the others. I know where we need to improve, the question is, how? When you lap in 57.5 and see that you are 11th, you certainly have a lot of questions running through your head. I hardly slept last night trying to figure out what we can improve. We have to find a solution, but identifying it is not my job. Today I brought some ideas to test because I wanted to try a setup that turned out to be good. I wanted to see what we could do for grip and I asked my team to give me all the grip they could to see how the bike would react. We have seen some positive aspects, and obviously also some negative things, but I think that in this way we will be able to understand what we are missing. Although the M1 may have more horsepower than it once did, the new engine developed by Luca Marmarini and his staff still needs some refinement. We have taken a step. The top speed has improved a lot, the engine is better, but we still struggle to use it, because it is very aggressive in terms of torque. We have certainly made progress from an aerodynamic and engine point of view, but we need time to understand how the engine works, how we can improve it and what we need to do to find that mechanical grip that we have been missing since 2019. I believe that what we need to look for at the moment to be able to fight between positions from 4th to 8th is a solution in terms of electronics and mechanical grip. It will be very important for us to be able to find it, because in terms of pace we are fast, like last year. We are not in the top 3, but we have a good chance. The fact is that if you start 11th or 12th you don't move from there, regardless of what your pace is. It is precisely for this reason that we are trying to find a solution in terms of grip in order to improve. The result of these first tests of 2024 is not particularly bad, but Fabio and Yamaha must continue to work hard to return to the competition with the maximum potential. I think the situation has improved a bit, because I have a bit more top speed and I can stay a bit closer to the bikes in front, so I think I can battle a bit more than before. But we still need to improve in qualifying, because I want to fight for the top positions and I can't do that at the moment. In any case, I am sure that we will be able to find a way to get back to the top soon. The Frenchman added, "My expectations essentially concerned Yamaha's working methodology. I knew there wouldn't be a revolution between November and February, but I think we're working much better. We are still far away, but I think that in a few months we will have a more precise idea of where we are." The Yamaha factory racing will be able to count on 2 more days of testing before the start of the season, set for the weekend of the 8th to the 10th of March at Lusail Circuit. I don't know if we will have new parts in Qatar, but we will certainly have some new ideas to try because today we worked continuously from 10 AM to 2:30 PM, changing the setup of the bike after each ride, and we found some positive things, some negative things and some directions that we can follow. So I imagine it will be quite easy for the engineers to come to Qatar with good ideas. However, I believe that what we need goes beyond the setup. Observed Quartararo, who is confident in help from the concessions to speed up the process. It will be intense because these 5 days of testing are already starting to make themselves felt, but I hope we can soon find a way to fight for what we want. It's a shame because now I'm 2 tenths away from 6th place, but we will have to work hard to find them.